Thank you. As I look out amongst the crowd, I start to realize that really I would not be standing here if it had not been for the support that I've received from you for so many years. 36 years as a local elected official, 27 as a county commissioner. It's a very humbling experience, believe me. When you stand before all of you and realize you've all been my friends for so many years and my supporters for so many years working on the community's issues. Because for me, that's what it's always been about. It's been about the community. And when this position became open, I was encouraged by both sides of the aisle to submit my name for consideration. I wasn't sure it was something that I wanted to do. I was ready and somewhat in the retirement mode, but because of the encouragement from all of you, as well as my spouse, who hates politics, which was the first one that said, Steve, this is something you need to do. So when I submitted my name for consideration, it was after a lot of thought, and I have to tell you, it was not an easy decision. 3 times I went to the mailbox, and I could not put the envelope through the slot. 3rd time home, my wife said, did you mail the letter? And I said, no, I did not. It is right here. She said, I saw where you can file it electronically, and it's due tomorrow. And we filed it that night. My wife actually hit the send button on the computer. And when I said it's a humbling experience, it truly is, because my passion for the community has not left me. And that was one of the reasons why my wife said, this is something you need to do. So I've taken that passion and that commitment to the community to Columbus. And as I mentioned to you before, I want to continue to strengthen the communities, both in the local governments. I want to strengthen the business community, and above all, I want to make sure that we're able to create the kinds of jobs. I've issued and introduced a number of different pieces of legislation to do that. And because of that, my workforce development experience, some of you may or may not know that I was the chief elected official for Area 7, 43 counties. Largest in the state. I reached from Lawrence County on the Ohio River all the way to Williams County up on the Indiana-Michigan border. I saw a lot of opportunities, and I also saw a lot of good things that was happening. And with some of those experiences that helped me introduce a piece of legislation, which is a pathway out of poverty. And when you think about today nationally with a 16% poverty rate, something we've not seen for 50 years, it's not a spike, it's been a steady growth. So my work in that particular area, as well as strengthening local governments, as well as the workforce development initiatives, and those kinds of things, I was astounded to see who came out and recognized my efforts. Let me tell you first off, when I first got appointed down there, generally speaking, you're on 3 or 4 committees. Immediately I ended up being on the Economic and Workforce Development Committee, Commerce and Labor, Armed Services, Veterans, Public Safety. Then I ended up becoming the vice chair of local government, and then the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, and then on the Legislative Oversight Committee for the Ohio Turnpike. 6 committees. 6 committees. It's continued on that work that I found out unsolicited on how many people started to support my agenda. And I say it's a very humbling experience because when you look at who I have that have endorsed my candidacy for the election of the 89th district, it is humbling because, let me tell you some of those. The AFL-CIO of North Central Labor Council, Affiliate Construction Trades of Ohio Act, the International Union of the Ohio Operating Engineers Local 18, OCSEA AFSCME Local 11, the Ohio Society of the CPAs, the Ohio Manufacturers Association, the Ohio Chamber of Commerce, the NFIB, the Ohio Restaurant Association. Folks, that is business and that is labor coming together to be able to help drive the economy. It's the kind of agenda that I'm pushing forward in Columbus that is going to make life better not only for myself, but more importantly, for my children and for my grandchildren. I ask for your support this fall so I can continue on that effort. Thank you.